Okay, so we were at the pipe here. You can see this is all silt, just like that, you know. He was gonna leave that. I mean, you can see the marks from his excavator. And try to say that this just washed through the pipe now, but we got almost no rain. I don't know where all that would have come from. That's just a little crazy. But you can see this is all still silt down here. So these two stumps have been dead, but these two needed to be removed because there's a ditch back there. That's the end of my property in that corner. There's a ditch back there. You need a swell going from the ditch into my pond, because right now all it's ever done is just flood the area and then overflow into my pond. That's why it's so wet over here, and you can't normally get back here. And it's still going to be wet right now, but it's dry enough to walk through. I'm just sinking in a little. But yeah, so it just needs a swell from back here. But this whole area needed to be leveled like the other excavators I had here. I knew it needed a lot of dirt. They said about 18 inches, which makes sense, because you got this ditch here that goes into the pond. So you need to level that area and dig a swell going to it. But if you can see between these two trees right here, you can see that that's raised. And that's where the grade changes over there, and that's why this water just sits right here and there's a swamp, basically. So you dig a swell here from the drain, the water will go directly into the pond, and I wouldn't have that issue. But just like giant stump here, as you can see how wet and muck this is. He said he's waiting for it to dry out. Well, it hasn't dried out in 5 years that I've lived here, so I don't imagine drying out anytime soon. If you can't drive back here, you need to get some different equipment. But these stumps as well, I had told them through this area, because all this stuff is in the way and it looks ridiculous if you're excavating this. Why wouldn't you rip these stumps out, especially because they're tiny? There's another one right here. And this was the pile of dirt that he had. So he's thinking he's going to level that whole area with that much dirt. I mean, he'd be lucky to level this area. This is one of the other areas that we talked about, right through there up to those trees. You can see that's raised. Level this, because this whole area, all that water just comes in and sits all through here, and this whole area is like a swamp 10 months out of the year. Over here, over there is a swamp all year, but over here, usually July and August, it'd be dry enough to be all right most of the time. But yeah, so all that need to be leveled. That'd be a lot of dirt, so that was obviously we wanted the pond deeper, but then you could use all that dirt to level everything I need leveled. You can see again over here, this is sloped way too much, and it just, it's not level. It looks like crap. There's silt all through here. You can see all this, it's drying up now, but that's all silt. But that's silt. All this is silt. This part that's wet, you just sink in this crap. Silt. Silt. Can't see it because my feet are underwater, but sinking in there, that's all silt. That's a frog. Oh man, that's a nice, look at all that. Yeah, he did a great job there. Yeah, oh, stop. Yeah, well, yeah, that's a whole lot of silt. Man, all through here. Every time I come out here, I feel like it's worse than I saw it the last time. I didn't walk in it that much last time. I'm going to take a video so I can get a real thorough look at it and document it. And I can see there's leaves. God, I'm stuck. Sorry, I'm getting stuck. But, yeah. Yeah. That's so obviously. Holy shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that, but I almost went in all the way. Look at that. Wow. I didn't walk out here this much last time. I just walked right in the middle and tried to dig because I wanted to see for myself, even though I didn't believe it about the sand and gravel. I didn't walk through here, and that is ridiculous. I mean, that's like mid-calf of silt. And there's no way. I'm screwed this time. Holy shit. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Wow. It's even worse than I thought. Jeez. Yeah, this is all silt. You know, it stinks too. Wow. Yeah. He told me he was done. All he had to do was spread out that pile of dirt I showed you. That's what he said. More crap in here. It's the big, ugly looking hole. I don't know what that is. But you can see there's roots and pieces of wood and crap. I mean, I know he dug like 2 stumps out of here. There's like 2 or 3. He made a really big deal out of it, but they were pretty small, and they'd been in there since the pond was originally built. Oh, yeah, look. There's another one. I didn't notice it. It was covered in dirt, but I mean, either way, that was part of the agreement, was to dig these stumps out. And just more crap to fill up the bottom of the pond. I mean, you know, part of a PVC pipe or something. I don't even know what that is. It's just, I don't know. And again, I'm just looking at the same thing again, showing the same crap over and over. But this is, I mean, this guy works for some pretty high-end clients. I don't think that would fly. Big chunks of concrete sticking out. I mean, there's like a pipe or something just broken, sitting there. You just shoved in the corner. But I'll walk over to the last spot. This is that pipe right here. Goes all the way up this way. This is a ditch. Fills my pond. And part of the other agreement, because I have so much silt, was to dig because I own still right here for the next 5 feet or so. And just dig a big giant hole right here. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. Basically like a silt collection. Built a big deep hole right here. I don't know. Dig it like 4 or 5 feet or so. Right there, right in front of the pipe. All the silt collects in that hole instead of my pond. It seems easy enough, right? But we didn't do that. Just telling me he was worried about my property. You can see the post right there. It's not. Either way, that's on his, and he didn't have a problem with it. There's enough room there. There's enough room there to dig a hole. And yeah, you just get a better look. That ain't enough dirt to level this out. There's no way. I mean, that's not even close to enough. You can't see how far down this is because there's grass here, but I mean, it's a pretty good elevation there to have to try and level out with next to nothing. Another thing I'd asked them about, and every time I bring it up, every time I bring all this stuff up, he acts like he's never heard me say it before, but there's 5 stumps right here. Take these 5 out, because all of these, except for that one, are tiny and would be easy. I thought he was coming here with a big machine. That's what he told me originally. So I figured none of it would be a problem. Now this one's a little bit bigger, right? I was a little understanding before with a lot of things. I say, hey, man, whatever, you know, if you can't get that one out, I'd be okay. But if you brought the right machinery, there'd be no reason to get any of these out, but that's fine. And I forgot a couple of things. So here's the hole. I should have went and grabbed a tape measurer, but it wouldn't have really mattered. There's already water in it. But he tried to say it's all sand and gravel. So I had an excavator come in here and dig me a test hole, which is what Rich should have done in the first place. And it's hard to tell, you know, just by looking through this, and I took some pictures, but it's way deeper than the pond. This is clay all the way down. The other excavator said, well, there's 2 of them. They said they could easily go 15 feet or more, however deep you want to make this pond, which is exactly what I wanted to do, so I don't have to worry about all these silt problems. So you can see the pile of dirt there. It's a big hole. You can go very deep. So he's trying to tell me that since where he's found the sand and gravel was out there, that it's not the same. I mean, it's like 30 feet away. This guy's lied to me about everything else at this point. I really don't believe him. And there's no reason That's how these other guys said they would have done it, is just dig the hole right here. So, plus, we drew him a picture of this already. You can see how the pond goes around like this. Well, it did originally come like maybe 4 feet more that way. He cut like maybe 4 feet off. He was supposed to come right through here and cut this whole corner off. Right through here. Which would have given him, between that and digging the pond deeper, an incredible amount of dirt to level all this the way it should have been. Plus, I had originally asked for, in the corner back there, just a big pile of dirt to use as a backstop, because I knew there was going to be a lot of dirt if you're digging this thing out deeper and chopping the corner off, even though you're losing a lot from leveling out here, that you would have enough for a backstop, which would have been nice, so I could shoot out here, because I got plenty of room. Could have stood up there and shot back here, but I didn't get that either. So I think I'm not forgetting anything. Sorry, there was a lot of things that didn't get done, so I wanted to make sure I got all of them. But I think if not, I'll make another video.